Thanks for inviting us in. It's now 11 o'clock, and tonight Catholics around the world and here in Indiana are expressing support and surprise after the selection of Pope Leo XIV.
It's tremendous. It's really great.
Who knew, like everybody said, that you can never have an American Pope and hear how God works.
Leo was born Robert Prevost in Chicago, but he spent his career as a missionary in Peru. The crowd gathered in St. Peter's Square today and erupted in cheers when they announced his election. This came on the fourth vote by the members of the papal conclave. The new pontiff talked to the crowd in Italian and Spanish.
This is the peace of the risen Christ, a peace that is disarming and humble and persevering. It comes from God, God who loves all of us without any limits and conditions.
And tonight at 11, we want you to hear more reaction from Catholics across central Indiana who watched today's historic moment. History at the Vatican and excitement for Catholics here in central Indiana.
We have a new Papa, the Vicar Christ on earth, Victor.
The news of Pope Leo XIV came hours before Hoosiers gathered for Mass in downtown Indianapolis.
Well, we've never had a Pope from the United States before, so this is the first time.
Many of these Hoosiers had watched the coverage Thursday afternoon.
But I'm glad to hear about the new Pope. That was great news. And it was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be.
Watching history unfold was emotional for many.
And when he started praying the Hail Mary, both of us started praying the Hail Mary. It's a Catholic prayer, and we just started praying it with him.
Hoosier Catholics tell us they are already praying for Pope Leo XIV.
We're looking forward to Pope Leo XIV and his guidance to the church. And we'll pray for him and pray for all the bishops, archbishops.
The bells at the University of Notre Dame ringing in celebration of the new Pope. The sounds coming from the Basilica of the Sacred Heart after white smoke billowed from the chimney at the Sistine Chapel. And tonight, Notre Dame celebrated a special Mass of Thanksgiving for Pope Leo XIV.
Today we celebrate the election of a new Pope. As we celebrate this Mass, we pray in a special way for Pope Leo, that God would grant him the wisdom that he needs to serve the people of God, and to be a bridge builder in our world today between heaven and earth and between us, among us.
And Hoosiers marking the selection of the new Pope right here in Indiana. But we also talked with one Hoosier who was at the Vatican for this big moment today. Christina Mori is from Indianapolis. She told us she made a last-minute decision with her mom to celebrate Mother's Day weekend by going to Rome for the conclave. What timing?
Yeah, I mean, we were all the group of us were sitting in the square. Most of us have been hanging out there all day. We weren't expecting it to be white smoke at the end of the day. We all had a feeling that maybe it was going to be one more vote at least. So we were caught off guard when all of a sudden we saw the white smoke billowing out, and it was just this palpable excitement in the entire square. Our group and everyone else around us. It was wonderful.
Maury went on to tell us her mom arrives tomorrow, saying they'll be checking the Pope's calendar for a chance to see the Holy Father together. And we've talked about how the election of Pope Leo is historic, but tonight we wanted to get some context about the process to name the successor to Pope Francis. So we talked with IU history professor Ray Haberski today. So he reiterated the shock of the cardinals choosing an American. Haberski's told us that Leo is a moderate who was close to Francis, telling us that Leo is seen as an insider, someone who gets along with lots of people. So we talked to him about just how fast the conclave reached a conclusion.
It is unusual, I think, for a conclave to end this fast, but I think we also have an idea of in popular culture that the conclave goes on for a long time and there's a lot of intrigue. So we don't know what was going on behind the scenes. And I guess we'll find out as the days, in the coming days, whether or not this was a choice that many of the cardinals had already lined up behind.
Professor Haberski told us he thinks Leo is pretty quiet and he does not expect him to push the papacy in any particular direction right now. Our coverage of the new Pope continues over on WTHR+. In fact, it's streaming on demand right now. You can download our free app on Apple TV, Fire Stick, or Roku.